G'day, it's lovely to see you today and welcome to Turner English TV, where we are going to learn today how to improve our memory. And I think that improving memory is one of the most important skills when it comes to learning a second language, because if you don't have a good memory, it can make the process of learning English extremely painful and time consuming. So the technique I want to show you today is not only going to save you lots of time and improve your memory by 25 to 50% right here, right now, but it's also a lot of fun. But before we begin, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, just ring the bell so that you'll receive notifications and I can come to you. You don't always have to come to find me. So let's get started. We're going to start with a memory test. I'm going to give you 10 words and I'd like you to remember them. The first one is sun, socks, traffic lights, car, glove, six-pack of soda, rainbow, 8-ball from a snooker table, an 8-ball from a snooker table, cat, and toes. How many can you remember? Maybe just write down your number on a piece of paper and we'll come back to that later. Most people remember between 3 to 7 pieces of information, and they usually remember the first piece of information and the last piece of information. And they might remember something visual or emotional for them. So you may have remembered sun because that was the beginning, the first word I said, and you probably remembered toes because that was the last piece of information I said. You may also have remembered something like cat, because perhaps you have a cat and you're emotionally attached to that cat and you can imagine your cat quite easily. Perhaps you remembered car because you've had a car accident you'd rather forget. So to improve our memory, we have to do two things. We have to visualize the information, and to retain the information and lock it into our brain so that we can use it later, we have to connect the information to a neural network. Have a look at the image of the brain here. As you can see, there are billions of neurons in our brain, and every time we learn something new, a new neuron is created in the brain. In plain speech, we have to connect new learning to old learning. So let's try that now. We all have a neural circuit in the brain that we've been using for many years, and that neural circuit is numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's connect our keywords right now to an existing neural circuit and see if we can improve our number of recall. So for example, number 1 is sun. Number 2 is socks. And try to imagine the socks, maybe a bright coloured pair of socks. Number 3 was traffic lights, because there are 3 lights, of course. Number 4 is car, 4 wheels or perhaps 4 doors. Number 5 is glove, obviously 5 fingers. Number 6 is six-pack. So we have a 6-pack of soda when we buy a 6-pack of soda. And number 7 is rainbow, 7 colours of the rainbow. Number 8 is 8-ball on a snooker table. Number 9 is cat. In Australia we say an expression, a cat has 9 lives. And number 10 was toes. So you have 10 toes obviously. So now when you try to recall those 10 words, it's a lot easier because you have connected the new learning to an existing neural network in the brain. So let's try it together. 1, sun, good job. 2, excellent, socks, well done. 3, traffic lights, great job. Number 4, car. Number 5, glove. Number 6, 6-pack of soda, of course. Number 7, 7 colours of the rainbow. Number 8 was the 8-ball, beautiful. Number 9 was the cat with 9 lives. And number 10 was toes, beautiful, beautiful. I'm guessing you've seen a marked improvement from the first attempt to the second attempt, and you perhaps even got 10. If you didn't get 10, I'd like you to watch that part of the video 1 or 2 more times until you do get 10. because these 10 keywords are going to be the foundation for all our vocab vids that we're going to be learning in the future, whether it be for beginners, intermediate, or advanced. But for now, let's try our keywords with a shopping list. So perhaps you're going shopping and you want to buy some bread. So we have sun, and we're going to imagine the sun baking the bread, and the bread perhaps rising up as it gets hotter. Number 2, we're going to buy 2 litres of milk. So we have 2 socks, and if you imagine the socks, they're in an L shape, so perhaps that reminds you of the L, or you can imagine 2 white socks for milk. Number 3, we're going to buy peanuts. So we have a traffic light. Imagine 3 little tiny lights, so it's like traffic lights, so 3 peanuts. Number 4, our keyword is car, that's right, and we're going to buy pasta. So if you imagine the engine of a car and it has lots of wires, perhaps spirally wires, or maybe hoses like spaghetti, so you can remember pasta. Perhaps your car is made out of pasta. And the more crazy the image, the easier it is for us to actually remember, so you can have a lot of fun with this. Number 5, we're going to buy shampoo. So we wash our hair. Perhaps you can imagine yourself washing your hair with your gloves, which is your keyword. Number 6, let's buy some grapes. So you imagine that when you're drinking a soda, perhaps you can imagine eating grapes like the same action. And number 7, let's buy some broccoli. And so what we will do, broccoli is green, so you imagine your rainbow and imagine the green really standing out on the rainbow. Number 8, let's buy some light bulbs. And so you imagine the 8 ball, and perhaps the 8 ball is like a bright light bulb. And maybe you imagine the 8 ball on the snooker table and there's lots of colors moving around like a disco. So these light bulbs. And number 9 is cat. So let's imagine we're going to buy some toilet paper. So we have a crazy cat running around with maybe some toilet paper on its head or around its neck or maybe around its paws. And number 10 is, the keyword is toes, and we're going to buy some carrots. So imagine perhaps 10 orange toes, like 10 carrots standing out. So now let's try to remember our shopping list. So our keyword for number 1 is sun, correct, and the item we're buying today is bread, beautiful. The keyword for number 2 was socks, correct, and the item we're buying today is litres of milk, beautiful. 3, our keyword is traffic lights, and the item we're going to buy today is peanuts, well done. Number 4, our keyword is excellent, and the engine is made out of spirally pasta, excellent. Number 5, our keyword glove, and our item is shampoo, good job. Number 6, our keyword is six-pack, and our item that we're buying today is grapes, beautiful. Number 7, what's our keyword? Rainbow, and our item that we want to buy today is broccoli, beautiful. Number 8, our keyword is beautiful, the magic 8 ball on the snooker table, and the item we're buying today is light bulbs, excellent. Number 9, our keyword cat, because the cat has 9 lives and our crazy cat has on it toilet paper, good job. Number 10, our keyword is, and our item today is carrots, beautiful, well done. Now that you have your 10 keywords, which will be the foundation for all the vocab vids to come, your homework is to use these lists when you go shopping. So no more writing down your shopping. You are going to go shopping with your keywords and your items memorized and train your brain to improve your memory. But for those of you who are confident right now, I'd like you to click on one of the links below so you can go to more of our sophisticated vocab vids where you can learn vocabulary around specific topics.